Race number 5 at Belmont Park. It is a Class 3 handicap over the 1,000 metres. Some very different form lines here, Mark. Not too many of these going head-to-head. Couple coming in from a trial as well. So sets up for an intriguing race.
Yeah, one form line, though, we'll have a look at. Sovereign Hall, 2 starts ago, running 4th behind Zenite. You Watching Me also comes out of that race.
Of Mercurial Spur, Sovereign Hall is well back in the field, and You Watching Me is getting to the outside to try and run on. Mr. Bear struggling. Hitting the front, though, Zenite on the outside from Double Edge. Surely they're going to get tied. Sovereign Hall is winding up with a really good run through in the middle. It's Zenite in front. Sovereign Hall switches around it now and comes home fast. But Zenite's still in front. Sovereign Hall weakens on the run. Supposition comes late. Double Edge the inside.
Good performance here by Sovereign Hall. Should have got the job done on that occasion. Just unlucky in the vital part of the race with that last 100 metres coming across those hills. Now, the start after that, really disappointing, but I'm just going to put a line through that and go that with the blinkers on barrier 1, this horse should be in a bit better of a position. Concerning considering it hasn't been in form for a while, but I'm going to give it one more chance.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that, Adam. He's a horse with a lot of ability. He'll be running home late. Number 1, Tomahawk. This is a 4-year-old by Denman out of this mare Twain, who's also produced Belter. Now, we've heard Sean Casey say he's got both of them, and he said Belter was a younger horse, but he matured a lot sooner than Tomahawk. So this galloper returning, I'm expecting big things this preparation. This could be a very winnable race. And also, Adam, we'll talk about the pacemaker as well of the race, Sir Snuggalot. I think this galloper will be fitter second up and should be running a nice race from barrier 2 for Simon Miller.
Well, with Tomahawk, we've always heard Sean Casey say he's got a bit of an opinion of this horse. I actually think it's just a little bit behind Sealed with a Kiss. So if you take a look at that trial, they were both in it, and Sealed with a Kiss had a lot more up the sleeve from that. So Tomahawk would have wanted to take in a lot more improvement from that. Sir Snuggalot's an interesting one. You go through the form lines and they read quite well, but this horse just shows a bit of signs of being just a little bit weak, and we saw that again late. It was out in front comfortably and faded to be beaten 2 lengths. Drawn a nice barrier again though, second up. It could run a nice race here.
Who are you going with, Adam?
Number 6, Sovereign Hall for me. From 3, LAINA, 7, You Watching Me, and 5, Sealed with a Kiss.
I've got the 2, Sir Snuggalot on top here. I think he can lead all of the way. From number 6, Sovereign Hall, 1, Tomahawk, and 3, LAINA.
Race number 6 at Belmont Park. It's over the 1,300 metres. Again, a really intriguing race here. I thought there was probably 4 or 5 that were very hard to separate, and it's a really good form line here with Chinstrap, which has been racing nicely.
Absolutely, Adam. The one that ran second to Chinstrap, of course, another vision over the unsuitable 1,000 metres.
Still Illusion of Light into the open, as well as Veldere. Further back is Valmont down to the 250. Chinstrap rushing through, reaches the lead from He's Our Wally, Transgressor, then Veldere. Chinstrap, though, broke clear down the outside. Another vision is starting to run on Will. He's riding confidently on the hot pot, however, and Chinstrap too good. Chinstrap drew away.
Big tick from that performance there from another vision, and the point that you mentioned over the 1,000 metres. This horse wants that 1,300 and 1,400 metres and gets that here for this race. Drawn well in barrier 1, gets a 3 kilo claim. They should be able to sit just behind the speed, hope for a little bit of luck at the top of the straight, and then really work into it. It was an eye-catching performance in that replay.
It was a really, really nice effort, wasn't it, Adam? In the race, we've also got the 9-year-old New Time. He'll be 10 in a few weeks' time, but Madison Brown claims 3 kilos, drops in class after running his first 3 races on Saturday grade. This looks a very winnable race.
Yeah, they've been good performances, haven't they? Beaten a length by War God, 2 lengths by Classical Prince, and 3 by Friaress. Now with a 3 kilo claim back to a Wednesday 60 plus. For mine, this is the last attempt to get a win for this guy, and I think in a race like this, it could be his chance.
Number 6, Eldora there as well. Randy Tan claims 1.5 kilos, brings the galloper down to 54.5. Vaughn Sigley going well. I think this galloper will be right there and will be hard to run down.
Some of the better form lines again around Belter, Chinstrap, and also Pinsun last start. Randy Tan takes the ride. Like it drawn in barrier 5, means that they won't have to lead. They can probably sit 1 out, 1 back and just work into this strongly because it's got a nice turn of foot.
Absolutely. Adam, who have you got on top?
Number 1, New Time, going for the 9-year-old here. From number 3, Another Vision, 6, Haldora, and 8, Cash on Call.
I've got the 3 on top here. Another Vision from the 6, Haldora, 1, New Time, and 8, Cash on Call.
Race number 7 at Belmont Park. It's a Class 5 handicap. It's over the 2,200 metres. Mark, we know that these distance races, especially on a soft track, can mean there's probably about 9 potential winners in this race.
Absolutely, Adam. We'll go back to Power Pack, though. 2 starts ago running second behind Danehill's Daughter. Watch for DAGORLAD and, of course, Diplomat Express.
The rear with Danehill's Daughter, and they look to have got the task really in front of them. Pigeon Post led the run coming for Hollywood Rock. Frangipani Monster sticks on from Scoreline. Here comes Power SAXAPAK, Little Miss Mac down the outside. Warwick draws the whip on Pigeon Post. Pigeon Post at the 100 from Hollywood Rock. Now scoreline, Power Pack, Danehill's daughter, Diplomat Express. They're flying home. And Danehill's daughter...
It was a good performance by Power Pack on that occasion and had been threatening to go close like that. And it took a good horse to beat it, which has come out and won since on a Saturday. Power Pack had also come out and won since as well. It was on a Thursday and against weaker company, but it was the way that Power Pack won that I really liked. Settled back, waited for the timing, hit the front and continued to stretch away nicely. This horse loves a bit of sting out of the track, and again with the speed that's going to be in this race, it should be rattling home late.
The 6-day break as well, I think see that as an advantage. I think the horse is racing really well. Paul Tapper's got him going really nicely. Just continue to send him around. I think he'll go really close to here, and those Danehill's daughters form lines are very, very good. We touched on that with DAGORLAD, but O'Reilly's Crumpet getting out to a trip here, 2,200 metres. Look, this galloper, back him at your own peril, but he does have ability, but the big tick here, William Pike going on.
Yeah, sucker horse, isn't it? O'Reilly's Crumpet. But look at that as the big reason for going here. We know that Durant and Miller, when they think their horses are about to win, if they're not sure on their ability or their strength and will to win, they will put William Pike on board. And the first 3 runs this prep just showing that maybe this horse has matured a little bit. Beaten 2 lengths by Sharkmouth, 1.5 by Proclamation, which performed again on Saturday. They got a nice draw here in barrier 3. The horse likes a soft track. He's won on it before. William Pike on board. I expect them to sit just behind the leaders and hopefully he can get the job done this time.
And it's on top for you, Adam.
It is. Don't know how. Number 2, O'Reilly's Crumpet from 3, Ginger Ninja, 1, DAGORLAD and 6, SAXAPAK.
I've got the 1, DAGORLAD on top here. I think this gallop is in great form. From number 4, Power Pack, 9, Diplomat Express and 3, Ginger Ninja.
Race number 8 at Belmont Park. It is a Class 1 handicap over the 1,650 metres. And looking forward to this race, Mark. I think we can find a bit of value to finish the day.
Yeah, nobody missed that run of Midnight Drama in the Oaks over 2,000 metres, running second at a massive price of 100 to 1, Adam. But a replay horse we'll have a look at is Something Big, and keep an eye out there for OORAH running on.
Night Watchman into the straight at the cutaway, 350 to go. Universal Scene. Look at Night Watchman. It came down the outside very quickly through the glass. Couldn't go with him initially. Night Watchman in front now through the glass. Picks up through the glass coming through. Night Watchman still in front. Down on the inside. Jupiter Calling. Night Watchman. He's holding through the glass. On the rail. Jupiter Calling coming. Too late though.
I really like this form line. I think there's going to be a couple of winners from this race, and more so because there was so much carnage that it just stopped the horses' runs. Now, OORAH was the biggest one that was affected in this race. For mine, it was going to take off and win the race. I think it showed that with the way that it was cornering. So to be checked like that and still run on nicely was a good performance. Now, Something Big is the other one from that race that you have to respect. It beat OORAH home and clearly wanted more distance. So the 1,650 for it is the big positive here. Now, I think when you're looking at the two, it is hard to sort of gauge which one's going to get better because one was checked, one was looking for further distance. I'm just going with OORAH over Something Big just because Something Big has been inconsistent at times, and I think OORAH would have let down and run on strongly, but not much between the two, and you're getting nice value.
The thing for me with Something Big, Adam, is the blinkers came off last start. He settled beautifully and ran on. My worry here is barrier 1. I've got him on top, but the worry here is barrier 1. You're banking on him settling for Peter Nucky on the inside and on the inside of horses, but he showed enough there that he can relax and probably get that 1,650 and finish off with a bit of clear running. So fingers crossed for Peter Nucky and Neville Parker that they can get that. But I think that's the form line, the replay we had a look at. As we mentioned, Midnight Drama in a slashing race over 2,000. Not so sure back to 1,600 metres, but can run well. Amber's Duke was a nice last start winner, being by Duke of Marmalade. Probably get better over a bit of distance, but sticks at the 1,650. Woodsman Keep, love the way it hit the line, the soft track. A few chances in this last one.
Yeah, there really are. I'm a bit concerned about the filly having to carry 58.5 kilos for Midnight Drama. Outside of that, I think they're just a bit below the ones that you and I like here. So I'm going with 10 OORAH, from 7 Something Big, 13 Montoyas, and number 3 King of Hollywood.
Yes, Adam, I'm going with number 7 on top here, Something Big, from the 10 OORAH, 2 Amber's Duke and 1 Midnight Drama.
Time now to turn our attention to the best bets of the card, and I'm hoping number 1 is the number, Mark. Race 1, number 1, Oliver's Travel, and race 3, number 1, Pearl Trade.
I'm going to race 4, number 6, Miss Lawrence, first up here to knock off Cape Lady, and race 6, number 3, Another Vision to improve out to 1,300 metres.
As we always do so, you can follow us on social media. You can see that on the screen at the moment, perthracing.com.au, and of course our YouTube channel. On behalf of both of us, hopefully we found you plenty of winners.